Hey, so I wanted to talk a little bit today about attracting one deal per day. So I was listening to this podcast and it made a lot of sense with regards to the fact that we attract what we want. Whatever our big goal is with our real estate investment business, that is what we get. And his goal was to get to a point where he could attract a deal per day to him. And when so many of us are getting started or we're growing our businesses, it's kind of difficult for us to think about, hey, what would that day look like? And what are the things I need to put in place now in order to get there? But what the person said, what the podcaster said, was very interesting, and I find it to be very true. He spends 50% of his day focused on growth activities for the business, and the other 50% of his day focused on transactions. So, what are growth activities? It could be lead generation. It could be door knocking. It could be hiring that operations manager that's going to help actually grow the business, cultivating relationships with realtors. Things like that are growth activities. And then you're going to spend the other 50% of your time on transaction activities like, hey, I got a deal in the pipeline. It needs to close. The contracts that have to be done, getting to the closing table, etc. So the other thing that he said that I thought was very interesting is he said that if you have somebody contact you who has a transaction right now, if somebody you've worked with before, then you have a transaction right now, and they call you and you're in the middle of your growth activities, he suggested to not pick up the phone and speak to them because you're switching from growth mode to um, to transaction mode. He said instead, which I agree with this as well, even though it's hard to do. He said, no, if those 2 hours are set aside every single day, let's say from 10 to 12, if that's your growth activity timing, that is all you do is focus on growth activities. So I thought that that was very interesting. I know y'all know I come from the business plan. I wrote business plans for many years. And I found that when I did 25% of my time doing marketing activities, I always had a full pipeline, but to the point where I did things called Money Mondays or Marketing Mondays, where every Monday I wouldn't do any business plan work. All I do is marketing stuff, prepping like videos and blogs and things like that to go out throughout the week. And that works. So obviously with the real estate business, you can't do it just on Monday. You want to have a little bit every day, but I don't know, maybe you can. Maybe you are able to say, hey, Monday, I'm going to get my newsletter out. I'm going to do podcast interviews. I'm going to do some outreach to some specific realtors that I want to reach out to, et cetera. And then you can have the other days of the week for some of your transaction deals that are actually happening. Anyway, that is it. I thought that that was very interesting. I think it's something you should consider as you are growing your real estate business. All right, everybody. I will see you next week. And don't forget to contact me if you need any kind of real estate funding. Take care. Bye.